Radio Big Pink, un viaggio nella vecchia musica americana.
What is this that I can't see? I see fingers taking hold of me. My name is death, none can excel. Hold the keys to heaven or hell. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over for another year? Oh, death, someone might pray, call on me another day. God's children pray, the preachers preach, time of mercy is out of your reach. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over for another year? I'll fix your feet so you can walk, lock your jaw so you can talk. Close your eyes so you can't see. This very hour, come along with me. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over for another year? I'm death, I come to take the soul, leave the body and leave it cold, to drop the flesh off of the frame. The earth and worms both have a claim. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over for another year? Oh, death, consider my age. Please don't take me at this stage. My wealth is all at your command, if you will move your icy hand. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over another year? The old, the young, the rich, the poor, all the same to me, you know. No wealth, no land, no silver, no gold satisfies me but your soul. Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over for another year? Oh, death, oh, death, won't you spare me over for another year?
lot of different kinds of people. Like sometimes you had played for just parties, and then sometimes you played for high price money.
Well, play for where we collect off each person come in, and get so much.
What kind of, was that a show that you put on?
It's a show, a musical show, Man, I had other musicians with me then. I had a real good fiddler and two guitar players part of the time. And sometimes I had a girl that played a ukulele.
Mm-hmm.
And she danced too. There was four in my band one time that danced.
What were their names?
Well, I played with Beulah Boatwright, Scott Boatwright. Both of them were very good musicians.
From around here?
Yes, they're from Scott County over here. And Scott lives over there now. I think Beulah lives back over there. And I played with Charlie Parr, an old man. His father was a fiddler, old-time fiddler. He made phonograph records. They did for Victor back years ago, before I made it. And Charlie, he come stayed with me for about a year, and he played the guitar with me. And Scott Boatwright come and stayed with me a while. And also Melvin Rollins played the fiddle. He's a very good fiddler. And we played country theaters, schools, high schools, and schools in the country. We'd have plumb full. A lot of times we'd make $300-400 a week.
About when was that?
That's back in I believe it's 29.
After your records had come out?
Yeah.
Do you think that helped your records, or the records helped that?
The records helped get the crowds. I'm pretty sure, because a lot of them that had my records and never heard me play in person. They come out to hear us play. Sand and lonely, called my only love, my daddy, night and day. One day sadness, next day gladness. He done me wrong and go away. I'm a mistreated mama, you got me down in sin. Over mean, trifling daddy, blame it all on him. First he took my peaches from off my trees. Now he's only handing back the seeds to me. I'm a mistreated mama, with a mistreated Once he said my kisses was all so good. Now he's gone to prankling around my neighborhood. I'm a mistreated mama, with a mistreated.
This tuning key that you use here in the key of D, where you play the country blues.
Yeah.
Where do you remember where it was that you ever first heard that, or did you work that out yourself?
No, Homer Crawford played that played country blues or hustling gamblers in that key. Mm-hmm. And there's so many more pieces. I play Old Death, Drunkard's Lone Child, and Cavalry, and Prodigal Son. Play it all in there.
Do you remember what town that he is from?
I don't know what town he's from in Tennessee.
How did you come to?
He's a photograph man. Made pictures for people like he used to, carry a camera around on his shoulder and come up through this country and went over through the pound. Used to stay with my uncles over on the pound through there, and he stayed all night with me after I was married. And he could play a fiddle and a banjo both.
He just plays. He came along.
If you had an instrument, he'd play, stay all night with you and play some music, and he never did pay nothing for his lodging or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
People were glad to have him because he knew a lot of old songs, most people like music. There wasn't so much of it back then. There wasn't just a few colored fellas you see play guitars then. Now anybody you see in here that can pick a guitar. And nearly all the holiness churches, they have guitars. Women play them a lot. We've got 2 people in the church, Free Pentecostal Holiness Church, God where I belong, up on Guest River, plays music.
I wonder if this Homer Crawford would still be living, do you think?
I don't think he's living yet. He was a great big fleshy fella, and I heard he was dead. I've not seen him for years. I think he's dead. If he was living, he'd be getting awful old, 75 probably.
Mm.
I have not. He'd be 75, maybe 80-year-old now.
Mm.
I think he's dead.
I wonder how I could find out what town he lived in. Do you have any?
I haven't got no idea.
Sounds like
Wherever
he traveled
it is.
a lot.
Yeah, he did. You can find lots of people know him. He made pictures.
Mm.
He had awful good disposition to turn. Everybody liked him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He sang good. People like that too, you know.
Won't live right, you're going to live wrong. That's why I believe in the Bible so strong. Won't you all to understand what I say? Once had a fortune, but I threw it away. Old horse died, the mule went lame. Lost my cow in the poker game. A cyclone come one summer day, blew my house and borne away. Earthquake followed for to make it good. Swallowed the plate from my house it stood. The mortgage man he came around, heartily claimed a hole in the ground. Shark was a great, he up and died. Wife and children and whip and cried. Something was left with kids and wife, for he had the insurance with the banker's life.
Well, I practice an awful lot, and I even did a watch and time myself 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and if my song wasn't hardly long enough for to go the 2 minutes and 40 seconds, well, I'll alternate a verse, pick it open, and not sing, and then, or either I'd sing from the start go, or maybe I'd alternate one, pick over a piece if I didn't have hard enough to make a record till make it come out and make a 2 minute and 40 second record. We had different records than what we got now, and 2 minutes and 40 seconds all we had to do it, and we had all together different technique way that made the records the way they do now. I suppose I made records in New York the first time and in Chicago the second time, but they record them now down in Memphis, Tennessee, and different places.
Who did you record for in Chicago?
For Lonesome Ace without a yodel. He's a fella, individual up here from Richlands, Virginia. W.E. Myers. W.E. Myers. M-Y-E-R-S. Myers. W.E. Myers.
Did you make a complete living playing music for a while?
Yeah, well, not
Or did
yeah,
you-
for a little while. There's a few months that I didn't do anything when I was over in Kentucky.
Is that when you were recording, you mean?
I just after I made those records, and I figured on making some more, and I was playing in schools and theaters, and played for private dances or anything, and as it makes some money out. I played for old Senator Brock and his family when they were visiting up in Kentucky over there at the swimming pool. They paid me pretty good for playing for me, and my band played for them. And so this Combs, this governor in Kentucky, I played some for him over there too. I think Bert Combs. I'm pretty sure it was. I can't hardly remember. Before he was ever elected.
What did you call your band? Your name?
Cumberland Mountain mountaineers, Dock Boggs and Cumberland Mountain. I believe I got a hand deal here where I had panned it. Cumberland Mountain Entertainers. Dock Boggs and Cumberland Mountain Entertainers.
Yeah. Did you ever record for the Paramount record people
No.
up there in,
No,
I guess it was Chicago.
no, I never did make no.
Was that your first trip to New York when you went up there?
Oh, I never been out of this hill. This mountain here, I studied. I didn't know how I was going to do or how I was going to. I was self-conscious enough, and I always had enough of thought about myself as far as to care about what people thought about me, and wanted to act as near like a human being as I could. But I was afraid I'd make a lot of mistakes. But I come to find out after I went with went with these other fellows up there, and
I mean, with the
with
Hub-
John Dykes and Hub Mahaffey and Miss Vermillion and poor old man Dykes. He's a good friend of mine. I'm not saying for any harm or anything, but he pulled some awful boners and lost it.
Can you remember any of them?
Yeah, he lost his pocketbook. Got picked in New York Central Station in New York, going in there, and didn't lose too much money, but the president of the company asked him, said, Brophy, I believe his name, asked him, said, how much would you have in your pocketbook? He said, Boggs turned around to me and said, I've lost my pocketbook. And he said, he turned around to him, and then he said, how much you have in there, Mr. Dykes? He said, I had about $12. He said, well, I wouldn't worry about that if that's all he had. He said, the worst part about it says your fellers. He said, well, don't let that bother you at all, and if it's theirs, you give it to him, pay the expenses, you know. And then he called the waiter around, and while he was in New York, eating in a hotel cafe, I wasn't at the table with him at that time, and Miss Vermillion was telling me about it. She said she felt like sinking through the floor, and he took his finger and wiggled a motion for a waitress to come over to the table and asked her how much you got a week. So
Who asked that?
Oh, well, John Dykes. He poor fellow's dead now, but I asked him if he was thinking about getting him a job and doing some waitress work down there. He said, why? I said, you asked that waitress how much you get in a week.
You went up on the train, did you?
Yeah, we went from Nashville, Kentucky, into New York on the train. Mm-hmm. And then we come back on the train from there. We going down there, they were going to buy us a Pullman ticket. Like we should have went. We were first class because it's paying their expensive. Mm-hmm. Old man Dykes begged me to not go to take the Pullman. The lady is the only one to take the Pullman. Miss Vermillion, and me and Hub Mahaffey and old man Dykes rode the day coach and played for every train crew, I reckon, between Ashland and New York City. I could play anything they played on the banjo. Mm-hmm. So we had a banjo and a guitar and a fiddle going. We made music, and then when I got in there, the first thing off, I got in there in the morning, ready for me to record, wanted me to record, and I told him I felt too bad and had to rest over another day. And I hadn't slept, and I wondered why I hadn't slept. And I told him Mr. Dykes wanted to take the day coach, didn't want to take the phone. We just come on with him, what he said. I said, I asked him, do they have any beer there in the hotel? We got there, and they said, no, we out of beer, Bellhop said. I said, well, you guys got some liquor? And he said, yeah, whiskey. Got some scotch, and $9 a quart, said, a fifth. Got some rye, $14 a fifth. I said, wait a minute, that's prohibition day. I said, that's scotch. I said, you wait just till I see my buddies, and I said, that'd just be $3 a piece, and we maybe get us a fifth of that, to have something that's kind of spread us up a little bit. So I mentioned to Mr. Dykes, and he said that he's going to pay off a mortgage he had against his home. He said, I can't afford to spend nothing for liquor like that. So I asked Hub Mahaffey. Hub said I let him taste it. I already got a fifth, paid for it myself. Let him get his lip into a little. And I said, I ain't going to let you get in there deep till if you want to have to pay for it, you get in it. And it's awful good, it's Scotch whiskey. Mm-hmm. And he said, he tasted it, and he said, pour me out a drink of it. And so the next morning we drank that up, and he had never paid me yet. I said, well, you still owe that half-fifth of whiskey. He said, cursed and said, well, if you're afraid of it, I'll give it to you. I said, oh, just hold up a minute. I'll take the phone down, and I'll call up another fifth. And so another bellhop, he just charged us $8 for that one. So Then when that one was gone, I called up another one, and we paid $25 for 3/5 of liquor. And of course, we give the old man Doc to drink of it, but he wasn't able, he said, to buy none. He's older than us. Give the lady a little taste.
Oh, this lady, did she play?
She played all the harp. Good singer and a fine woman.
She played auto harp with the trio?
Yeah, with that, with John Dykes and Hub Mahaffey.
Oh,
She had a family. They live over at Kingsport on a farm. They're fine people. I was
Miss
over to Vermilion.
Vermilion?
Vermilion. They live on a farm over there after Kingsport. Nice people. I don't know what she plays any music now at all. No.
Did she play any tunes on the auto harp, do you remember? Or she just play chord?
No, she played with the guitar and fiddle. She played pieces they played.
But what I mean to say is, did she kind of lead? Did she take the lead ever, or did she?
No, they didn't allow her. She didn't sing any. Hub and Haffy's the only one singing.
I mean, on the auto harp. If she.
I don't think she did.
No.
I didn't. In fact, I didn't pay much attention to this time because I wasn't interested in auto harp much.
When did you last hear of Hub Mahaffey?
I haven't heard of him in 8 or 10 years.
He was in Kingsport then, though.
Well, he made a trip through Kentucky and stopped at my house, and I wasn't at home. Over at Hammond, Kentucky, and I don't know where I was going. And I had me a little band when I lived in Hammond. Ian and played the fiddle, and his boy picked the guitar.
What was their names?
Hollins, John Holland, and he went to Oklahoma. He's dead now. And he's a left-handed fiddler. He played over his 2 basses. But he'd play anything I played on the banjo and followed right along with that fiddle. But he played all the soft music. His boy was good too, and his boy got the end of his finger cut off for working on a coal machine, running the coal machine. He can't play anymore, but he used to be off of it.
There's a jolly old farmer who lived in every night. He had one only daughter up on her case line. Had one only daughter up on her case line. Asked her if she'd be willing for me to cross the plain, and she would be true to me till I returned again. She would be true to me till I returned again. Said she'd be true to me till death come on the climb. So I shook hands and parted with the girl I left behind. So I shook hands and parted with the girl I left behind. Started my boat for Portland, French country is to see. I met Miss Peggy Walker and she fell in love with me. Met Miss Peggy Walker and she fell in love with me. I knew if I should marry that I'd be to blame. The girl I left behind me would laugh at me for shame. Girl I left behind me would laugh at me for shame. Quit my work one evening, I was walking up George Street. The stage was just returning and the post boy I did meet. Stage was just returning and the post boy I did meet. He handed me a letter that I might understand. Girl I left behind me had married another man. Girl I left behind me had married another man. As I stood there, lamping says, heap, oh boy, don't cry, for I have plenty of money for to serve both you and I. Have plenty of money for to serve both you and I. My pocketbook quite empty, think it's full time. Stop and think no longer of the girl I left behind. Marry Miss Peggy Walker and have a jolly old time. heart gives them contents of smokeless 38. Oh, my babe, my woman, babe. Wretched Harvey Logan, they put him in Knoxville jail just because it was a stranger, no one would know his bell. Oh, my babe, my woman, babe. Harvey was in jail, that guy wasn't very far. The rest of the jail pulled him to the bar. Oh, my babe, my woman, babe. Harvey said to jailer, you know you done me wrong. Hush up your crying and put them child alone. Oh, my babe, my woman, babe. Across the bridge at midnight, the clock was striking 12. There stood his old captain, afraid to give him off. Oh, my babe, my woman, babe.
In the bright sunny south in peace and content, these days of my boyhood I scarcely have spent. From the deep flowing spring to the broad flowing stream, ever dear to my memory, sweeter is my dream. I lay my confinement and comfort of life, the dangers of warfare, provision and strife. I have come to come close and reply with my word, as I shoulder my musket, belted my sword. My father looked sad as he bid me to part. My mother embraced me with anguish of heart, and my beautiful sister looked pale in her woe as she hugged me and blessed me, told me to go. Dear Father, for me do not weep. I'm a lonesome man, and I mean for to keep the day